Hello everybody, welcome to That's Football. So Trent Alexander Arnold, here we go, will join Real Madrid. Probably one of the worst kept secrets over the last 12 months, to be honest with you. This is a player that's been running his contract down deliberately to join Real Madrid on a free for a long time, which in itself obviously would be an irritant if you were a Liverpool fan, because for all the love you have for the club, you are at 27 probably worth £100 million. You're walking out for nothing. Harry Kane didn't do that with Bayern Munich, did he? He could have run his contract down as well and made a lot of money. So that's something that's there, maybe a little bit different. We have an amazing community here. It's not just Liverpool fans, it's Man United fans, Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans, all sorts of fans get involved, Villa, everybody. And you're all entitled to your opinion, and there will be different angles on this. What I find irritating, and I'm not even a Liverpool fan, is the journalists or the social media influencers or just the fans like everybody else who come out and go, I understand why Trent's going. It's a great move for him. He's done a great job for Liverpool. They should be grateful about what he's done and wish him all the best. How's about you remove your head from your arse and you understand what football is? In my whole life, football has been tribalistic. In my whole life, there's been rivalry. And if you understand that, you also understand that you are going to be a complete and utter prat to tell Liverpool Football Club fans they should be happy and wish him all the best. Okay, why is that then? Because you're sat on your sanctimonious high horse telling people how to think. We all know in football that it's about the club's fans on how they feel about a club issue. We can impart our information, we can give our opinion, and sometimes a Liverpool fan might go, I really agree with what that Arsenal fan said, or I really agree with what that Man United fan said. But you can't dictate how they need to feel about a club they're in love with and a player that they thought was their player and was loyal to their club. There will be Liverpool fans who go, I don't give a shit, I knew it was going to happen, I wish him all the best, he's done a good job at Liverpool and we'll be grateful for him forevermore. There will also be fans who go, you have just turned your back on our football club. Don't think that we're going to welcome you back. You're not welcome. You can't disrespect either of those opinions, whether you agree with them or not, because ultimately they will come from a place of passion and desire, and they will believe those things. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to think about this. What I would say is, this is the statement from Trent Alexander Arnold. This is from the player himself. So when you read this and you take it in, I think it's fair to say how you react to it is what you think of it. So Trent says, after 20 years at Liverpool, now is the time to confirm I'll be leaving at the end of the season. Hardest decision I've made in my life. I know many of you have wondered why or been frustrated that I haven't spoken about this, but I wanted to focus on Liverpool and securing our 20th title. The club has been my whole life for 20 years, from the academy right through. I've never known anything else, and this decision is about experiencing a new challenge, taking myself out of my comfort zone and pushing myself both professionally and personally. I've given my all every single day for the football club. From the bottom of my heart, I thank everybody, and for the last 20 years, I've been blessed enough to live out my dreams here, and I will never, ever take for granted the special moments I've been fortunate enough to have throughout my life. My love for this club will never die. A good statement. But it's PR. It lacks truth. There is partial truth, but there is also no mention that I'm going for money. I've run my contract down. I think Real Madrid's a better club than Liverpool. There is talk about comfort zones. There is talk and hints of end of a journey and wanting a new challenge. There is talk about pushing himself professionally and personally. Bullshit, some people might say. Bullshit. Liverpool have just won the Premier League. They had a better Champions League season than Real Madrid. The Premier League is more intense than La Liga. If Liverpool's the club you love, and Liverpool's the place you adore, why would you go to Madrid when Liverpool are going to defend the title next year? They're going to fight for the Champions League next year, and the Premier League's the best league in the world. Why do you need to go to Madrid? Because the climate's good. Because it's Real Madrid. Because you're going to get a shitload of money. Because you don't want to be at Liverpool anymore. Because you think Real Madrid's better than Liverpool, more attractive than Liverpool. And these are all things that go through your head as a fan of that football club. Because I've always thought about this, and that's what we're here to do at That's Football. I can't relate to what Liverpool fans feel about a 26-year-old leaving Liverpool. It's all right saying you've been there for 20 years. To be honest with you, when you were 6 years of age, no one knew who you were. It was only when that's your journey. There's loads of 6, 7, 8-year-olds at Liverpool now that will never make it. And Liverpool fans aren't singing their name on the terrace. When you make that personal journey and you become a Liverpool first team player, that's when your name gets sang. That's when people appreciate you. You're 26. You're not 36. You're not 30. You're 26. You're going into your prime years and you're turning your back on Liverpool. I'm talking as how a Liverpool fan might take this. Because if I, as a Man United fan, had seen David Beckham at 26 go, I've loved this club. It's been my life all along. Here's a picture of me when I was 9 in a Man United kit with Brian Robson. I love Man United. It's been my whole life. I've won things here. I'll always love this football club. But I've run my contract down to go to Real Madrid because I want a new challenge. I'd have been absolutely furious. I'd have been absolutely let down. I'd have been absolutely distraught. Because Beckham was one of my favourite players ever at Manchester United. And if I'd witnessed him running a contract down to go to Real Madrid at 26, I couldn't have lived off, I love this club for 20 years and I want a new challenge. I can't. That's just the way I am. I can't deal with that. I can't compute that. I can't deal with it. I struggled with Ronaldo leaving Man United and he wanted to go to Real Madrid because he loved Real Madrid. I struggled with that because I'm like, we're Manchester United. I don't believe that should happen. And I struggled with it. If Beckham had done that at 26 and told me he loves Man United, I wouldn't be able to deal with that. I'd be like, you're going into your prime. You've run your contract down. And I'm now meant to applaud you out the door because you love Man United. I'm sorry, mate. If you love Man United, sign the contract and stay at this football club. But the flip side of the coin is footballers are mercenaries. That's a harsh statement, but footballers are mercenaries. I know enough, and I know how the game has changed. David Beckham at 15, 16, 17 would have been cleaning the boots of Eric Cantona on a YTS apprenticeship wage. Trent Alexander Arnold at 16, 17, or a current 16, 17-year-old, ain't cleaning anybody's boots, probably driving a very nice car on a few grand a week. Football's changed. Agents are doing deals for people's parents at 14, getting them a house to go to a club and this, that and the other. Football has changed. Footballers have become brands. They've become mercenaries. They've become pop stars. They are islands. And this mythical, I love Man United. I love Arsenal. I live and breathe Liverpool. It's PR. It's not real. I don't even know if there are many players now that are going to dedicate their life to a football club because they love it. I don't think that world exists anymore. And that is why I think some Liverpool fans are looking at the statement of Trent and going, come on. You're quite an arrogant player on the pitch, mate. You're a modern footballer. Don't give us shit that you love Liverpool and Liverpool's your life, because if it was, you wouldn't be leaving. And that's fine. But let's call it for what it is. This is the Trent Alexander Arnold show. It's your career. You've got a short career. You've got mouths to feed. You've got brands to feed. And you want to go to Real Madrid because that's the next step in your career. Zlatan made a great career of this. Mino Raiola ran him really well. He'd take him around clubs every couple of years. It's the Zlatan show. And that's the way football's become now. Footballers are mercenaries. They're not dedicated to clubs. And let's not forget, we don't know what the relationship between Trent and FSG is. We don't know what FSG have said to Trent. We don't know whether he's getting the money he wants, the status he wants, and what Real Madrid are offering him. So I understand why Trent Alexander-Arnold's going. In a modern football way, I understand it. But I also understand why Liverpool fans would be pissed off with it. Because as a Man United fan, I'd look at it the same. I can't deal with somebody that loves the club but walks out on it for free at 26. And that is somewhere I'd go back to as well. You can't talk about how much you love the club and then run your contract down and then not be called somebody who's doing it for their own personal interest. Because Harry Kane could have done that. Harry Kane could have said, I want to stay in the Premier League. I want to go and play for Man City. I want to go and play for Liverpool. I want to go and play for Man United. I'm going to run my contract down. I'm going to walk out this door. I'm going to get tens of millions of pounds as a signing on fee. I'm going to get 400 grand a week. And I'm going to go and stay in the Premier League, break the record. And I'm going to go somewhere where I can win trophies. But he didn't. He went to the Bundesliga and he got secured Spurs a transfer fee. Trent has run his contract down for a long time, knowing full well he was going to run his contract down, and he's gone to Real Madrid. And Real Madrid, yet again, have got a very, very good player in their prime for nothing. And Liverpool fans have got every right to say, you know what, that ain't okay. That ain't okay. You know, that's not about loving Liverpool fans, is it, really? You know, we could have done with at least 50 million quid to deal with losing one of the best right backs in the world. We've got bloody nothing. We've got a tweet. So I understand it. I think there's a multitude of things here, and I would never ever sit here and say, like some people have this morning, Liverpool fans should celebrate Trent and applaud him and be grateful for what he's done. Absolute ridiculous. How's about people are going to have different opinions and you should respect them? I don't think there's a right or wrong. I could see this coming. It was always going to happen. It's going to happen again. Trent won't be the last player that does it to Liverpool, and Man United will have it. Arsenal will have it. It will happen. More and more players are running their contracts down. At United right now, people are saying, should we keep Casemiro for another year? Casemiro's going nowhere. He's on 350 grand a week. He's going to run that contract down and get a better contract in Saudi in a year's time, because that's the contract he's signed. Footballers about themselves. Doesn't mean they're not going to put a shirt on and try hard, but they're about themselves. They're not about the clubs anymore. And can you blame them? I wouldn't look at Man United and see Man United fans. I'd look at Man United and see Sir Jim Radcliffe and Joel Glazer and go, screw you, I'm not putting money in your pocket. So it's multi-layered, isn't it? But football the way we knew it, you know, the Paul Scholes staying there his whole career, the Carragers. I mean, even Gerrard nearly left Liverpool, to be fair, but he didn't. I understand it. And Liverpool fans have got every right to feel how Liverpool fans want to feel. And some of them will be okay with it and some of them will be angry with it. But what people shouldn't be doing who aren't Liverpool fans is telling them how to think. Thanks everyone for watching. Get your comments in below. Smash a like on the video and subscribe. I'll speak to you on the next one.